So, good evening, everyone. My name is Chetan, and today I am going to deliver a message about my personal experience. And I am talking about the thinking, how we think, and how we start the thinking, and how thinking grows us, and how it develops us, and how it try to move us from one place to the another place or from to the particular target. So the thing is the thinking, how it comes, when it comes, why it comes, and why a particular kind of thinking comes to us based on our mindset, based on our conditionings in which which we develop in ourselves, and there are multiple factors which are working together and along with you and your growth. Some of the factors are there that decide how will you think and how will you proceed with your thinkings, and what will you get in your life. So the main purpose of anything or any thinking, we just think we are doing something good and we will get some profit by making something, because no one do anything with the target or with the objective of doing something wrong, or with this objective of doing something losses or failure. Everybody think we are doing best, but what matters is he is you said about the failures and success, like, so why someone are getting failure, and failure of course the feedback, but why he is getting failure? Someone is getting first rank in the first attempt of UPSC, and someone is getting even not going to the interviews even after 3 or 4 attempts, and even after the preparation of 7 to 8 years. So what is the difference between what is the difference among all of them? So this is the thinking, how you think. So there are some basic factors, there are some basic attributes and traits that decide you and yourself. So the first factor is your education, your institution where you are going to be going to the study, because right now I am here, I am getting so many opportunities to speak, I am on this stage right now, and I have fear, I have lot of fear. However, it becomes somewhere overcome, and it is going to be. So it is the first factor is your institution where you get your knowledge, your school or your college or your universities or your any institution wherever you go to get some skills. Like today I am here to getting the communication skill. And the second thing is your friendship, your friend circle. How is your friend circle? It also decide how will you think. Your friend circles, your family members, and the relatives. I am not talking here about the parents right now. This is one more factor. Your parents, the education level of your parents. This is one of the more important factor that decide how will you think, what will you think, and what will you do based on that thinking. Because what you think, you become. So, and the fourth factor is your financial conditions, your economical conditions, and there are multiple related conditions, but based on this financials and economics. So it also decide your thought process, because a person who born in the family of Ambani or Adanis will not think like us. He will think totally different, because the level of their financial level is totally different and at very high level. And the fifth very important factor that also decide, that's your in case of India, that is your religion, that will also decide your thought process since you born, and your caste. In case of India especially, I am not talking about any other country, especially in India, your caste, your religion, your community, your culture, your tradition you follow, the norms, the values, and the inside laws like home family rules or family laws. And one more factor I want to discuss, that is your national rules, regulations, acts or laws, whatever it is. Like India runs based on a particular book that we call constitution, or there are multiple acts, multiple articles. So these all the factors are deciding how will you think, what will you think, why are you thinking this. And there are common objectives in the world, sorry, not in the world, everywhere persons are thinking, I want to be a doctor, I want to be an engineer, I want to be a sportsman, I want to be this. But since childhood, no one is specific, like I want to be a doctor of this particular organ, I want to be engineer of this particular area. And even in the sub areas, nobody is aware with all those thinking, because parents are not educated for the most of the peoples. School colleges are not very interested in these things. Institutions are doing well because they are absolutely separated from the schools or colleges. They are working really very hard, and they are really giving the insights what actually is and what really matters and what does not matters. So in this area, institutions are doing really very well, especially the I am talking about the education institutions. And there are more factors that also decide your thinking process, not only in the India or even even everywhere. So you have no control over any of the factors, because when you born, when you was a kid, this was the time when you cannot decide even any factor. You cannot decide, but you can understand is your what you want to be, is your everyday is matching to that objective or not. If it is matching, then you are going to be good, and you have to develop somewhere. When you are getting some failure, you are getting something low, and you are feeling like your line is not matching with your objective or your goal or your target, then you have to analyze yourself. Then you have to work on yourself. And what you can do for that, you can take your 5 to 10 minutes at the night time, so that you can conclude your whole the day, what you did that time, and what is the result of that action. So you can conclude, you can understand the things, you can find the insights, like what you have not to do and what you need to do. So it will help you to achieve your goals, because there are multiple factors as I discussed, but you have no any control over there. So so I think you can work on yourself only. So thank you so much.